Can you give our realtors a couple tips on how to be more entrepreneurial and think differently about what they're doing?
The advice I would give to anybody is to understand the unique value that you offer your clients. For me, my background, I can go into houses that might need to be remodeled. I look at an inspection report differently than a lot of agents look at it. And I drive that value in the way that I interact with my clients. Pricing strategies, I'll use the word struggle with that, right? The marketplace can be really difficult.
Right.
It can fluctuate a lot. So I've had a deep background in pricing strategies. It was part of the reason that we succeeded and grew the way that we did. But
sometimes it's very hard to articulate that to a seller. They've got an idea in their head of what their home is worth. And I mean, you could pound it into their heads all day long and show them all the data that we have, pure facts. And they still will say, I think my home's worth another $100,000 than what you're telling me.
Right.
And they shoot themselves in the foot, because then the home ends up sitting on the market a little bit too long. And then people, it's got a stigma attached to it now. People wonder why the home hasn't sold. And 9 times out of 10, it's because the seller refused to listen to us as realtors when we were talking with them about that pricing strategy.
Absolutely. And from your experience, you know when you're working with a pro, right? We also know that not every agent approaches their business the same way. They don't maybe have the commitment to information that I think you need today. I mean,
Right.
There's so much information
Absolutely.
that we have to be able to have at our fingertips for our clients, on the fly sometimes.
Right.
That's another way, I think, for agents to be entrepreneurial, is find ways to leverage the technology that's out there today to make you better at providing and distilling and distributing information to your clients.
Right. Yeah, we do have access to some pretty big data analytics.
Yep.
That certainly can help us in our businesses. It's just a matter of using those tools and making sure that you can present to your customer something very articulate that you can say, this is exactly the research that I've done. This is all the data that I've crunched. This is what's been happening in your neighborhood. This is what your list price should be, or that range of list price. Now, if you want to go a little bit higher, these are the potential pitfalls. If you go the other way, then we might have people beating down the door giving you multiple offers. So
yeah,
it's important to really make sure that you understand the data that you're presenting to the consumer.
That's the key.